Alright guys, what's this, your boy Exia back with another video. In today's video, we're going to do another dividend portfolio update. I invested a good portion more money into my dividend portfolio. I'm just going to go over that with you guys. You guys can see the difference and see what stocks I actually made, what I sold, and let's go ahead and get into the video so you guys can see this today. What it do? Yes, this is another dividend portfolio update. I did one for my last video because I told you guys, it's been a couple times where I pulled out of my dividend portfolio to do a rebuild due to the pandemic. Because like I said, I want to make sure no matter what happens with this pandemic, I am completely safe and completely secure. So I pay a lot of stuff off, and now I'm at the point where I can finally fully dive into my portfolio again, and I really am going hardcore. So I'm just going to give you guys another update. All right, let's go ahead and hop into this portfolio real quick. All right, and for those who are I'm new to my channel, welcome. My name is Exia. I talk about just financial freedom, dividends, any forms of making money, anything, credit, anything. And I just want to have the potential to help one person get themselves to a better financial state, so you won't have to stress about the thing, and you can live a life that you really choose to live. Because I've been there. Like I said, I'm no millionaire, I'm none of the sorts. I'm just a regular guy. I work at the post office. That's how regular I am. I do like a lot of hours. But my main goal in creating this channel is to show people that, hey, even if you worked at Family Dollar, Walmart, anywhere, you can reach financial freedom and have money work for you, and you won't have to stress about it, and you can live a good life, a life that you want to live. So with that being said, like I said, let's just dive right into this, guys. All right, as you can see, I deposited. I told you guys I was going to deposit $1,000 or $2,000. I went ahead and deposited an additional $2,000 into my portfolio. Last time my balance was around 2,900 something. As of now, I'm standing at 5,100, and I did do a couple modifications to some of the stocks. I did hold a couple shares of Wells Fargo after the announcement where they were going to cut 80% of their dividends. Pretty much the dividend paid around 50 something cent, and they dropped all the way down to 10 cent, which is still okay. I'm not saying it was where they at. It's okay. And I do think the stock itself would still be worth holding, because if they can come out this rut, which I think they will slow to start to build up their the dividends back up, of course. And even if the stock drops in price, if they start to recuperate, there'll be a lot of market gain. So that'll help your portfolio, the market gain, but the dividends are pretty low. So, but me personally, I'm looking for a lot of stability in mine. So I went ahead and sold off all my shares, and it was very hard to figure out what I wanted to replace them with. It really was. But all in all, I guess, like I said, the dividend payout for the company that I picked is slightly higher, but I don't think that company's going anywhere no time soon. So the dividend is it's not up to the par where Wells Fargo was. It's a little bit more than what they're at now. And that dividend is Kroger's. Like I said, before the dividend cut, Wells Fargo paid around 50 cents. Now it's down to 10 cents. Kroger's, I think we all can agree, I don't think Kroger's going anywhere anytime soon. I mean, they have their own gas stations. They're doing the most, and that's what companies need to do to stick around. But Kroger's actually increased their dividend. Yeah, it was around 16 cents, and they just increased it to 18 cents. So that's one of the reasons I chose them. It's they're increasing. I don't think they're going anywhere anytime soon. And even though it's not as high as what Wells Fargo was, it's still a decent amount. Just like Wells Fargo, it's still a decent amount, but the company's going to be there for long term, and that's really what I'm looking for. So I did buy Kroger's, and as you can see, it's down here. I put it for about 6% of my portfolio. I roughly bought about 8.6 shares of it, as you can see. And I think like I said, I think it was a good buy. And it was something. It took me like, it really took me probably almost a whole day to like finally come up with that decision, which is outrageous, but it did. I was looking at so many, but along with that, believe it or not, I also bought another stock that I did have in my Robinhood portfolio, and that is NHI, which stands for the National Health Investors. I also put that at 6% of my portfolio, and I bought 5.1 shares of those. It's a good dividend. It's a REIT where they deal with real estate, and they're based out here in Tennessee, where I'm from, and they've been doing consecutive, I think, for either 8 or 10 years. I can't fully remember when I was looking it up, but I think their dividend payouts like almost close to $1, if not $1. But they did take a significant hit, due to a lot of their portfolios are in senior homes, and due to the pandemic, that senior homes are very fragile at the moment because there's elderly people really can't handle with the pandemic. Is really just trying to erase them off the planet, unfortunately. But they did take somewhat of a big hit because they do have a lot of senior homes in their portfolio. But I think they're still going to be able to maintain and bounce back. Their dividend safety score did drop down to unsafe due to that fact. But like I said, I really, 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 really think they're going to bounce back. So, and also with that, I bought in for Exxon Mobil. I know this stock has been doing just, like a outrageous thing due to the pandemic and oil and all that, but it's still a solid stock to have in your portfolio. They haven't cut dividends as of yet. It's a chance they may, but even if they did, I'm still going to hold that stock long term because I think Exxon Mobil, like I said, I think it's only second best to Chevron, but Chevron is up there in price. It's like $100 something per share, and I was like, man, I want to, but nah. So I chose Exxon Mobil, and like I said, I do have 7.7 shares of that, so that's another one I did add to the portfolio. And I also added to the portfolio MMP, which is it's on par with EPD. It's an energy, and it's always an article going around which one is better, MMP or EPD. Both of them have great things. They both have been. EPD has more consecutive, years increasing their dividends or whatever. But at the same time, MMP is very reliable. I couldn't make that decision. I had already had EPD, so I went ahead and got MMP also because there's like tit for tat when I was just looking it up. And right, so they just have a good consecutive dividend increase, and that's why I went ahead and add them to the portfolio. And pretty much those are the things I added in. A lot of the things stayed the same far as my portfolio. If I'm not mistaken, I did increase my shares of Iron Mountain because now I'm at 10.7 of Iron Mountain. Like I said, I do have 8.6 of Kroger's. EPD is at 16.4. The National Health Investors at 5.1. Exxon Mobil, we're sitting at 7.7. SDY, we're at 3.7. SCHD is 6.5. Johnson Johnson's 2.3. BIG is at 2.8. AT&T is at 11.6. American Express is at 3.7. O is at 6.1. OKE is at 12.9. SPHD is at 11.7. I think I skipped one. Oh, MMP. MMP is at 8.1. And that's pretty much the overall of all my stocks and how many there is. And as of right now, my annual dividend income is around $300. It's steadily growing. Like I said, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, it's 300. Yeah. So it's 300 overall, and I haven't get paid out for any dividends yet. They're gonna start rolling in, of course. All my increases are from market gain due to the stock prices slowly increasing, but of course, everybody's saying there's going to be another crash. I kind of think it is due to everything going on, especially with unemployment and this next CARES Act. But even so, I'm sticking to my guns, in it for the long haul. Regardless of what happened, I'm going to invest as much as I can and slowly work towards my goal to get to my first 6 figures. Working on it. But that's my dividend portfolio, guys. My name is Exia. This is my YouTube channel. We do talk about personal finance and everything that has to do with money. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to this video. So subscribe, guys. Hit the bell so that way you can get all of the notifications when I do my update on my dividend portfolio. Just join me and watch me on my journey to get to my first 6 figures. I'm really hoping I can get there within my first 3 years. So just come watch, see the growth, see how you can do it yourself. Just see the process, see what I do, take notes, take my plan, edit it, use it for yourself, better your financial situation. But that's it for me, guys. Until next time, it's your boy Exia, and I'm out.